Hey, welcome to Pass the Popcorn. Tonight's movie review is on the 2015 film The Witch. It's rated R. It's about an hour and a half long. It's from the production company of Parts and Labor, along with a whole lot of other ones. It stars Ralph Ineson as William, the father, Kate Dickie as Catherine, the mother, Anya Taylor-Joy as Thomason. It's set in New England in the 1600s. This family of mother and father and 5 children, the youngest being a baby, and his name is Sam. They are banished from the plantation, and they are forced to go it alone. They start their own little farm, build their own home. But, back then things didn't go too well. It was very hard to grow a crop. They do struggle an awful lot. They do a lot of praying. Their accents are very thick. The movie is based on folklore, and they were very true to the time. Their accents are very thick, and the dialogue is what they would have used back then. Sometimes it's difficult to understand what they're saying, but you get enough to realize what's going on. The first thing that happens after they have moved out and they're trying to make it out on their own is that the oldest daughter, Thomason, is playing a game of peekaboo with the baby Sam. And at one point, when she removes her eyes, she doesn't remove her eyes, that would really be the witch story, but she removes her hands off her eyes and the baby is gone. And you see this woman that is cloaked in red, and she's going through the woods, and she has the baby. This is the witch. She needed this baby because he was an unbaptized baby. I guess it gave her some kind of power or youth or something. It's not really explained a whole lot. Maybe it was, and I just didn't understand what they were saying. But what she does to this little baby is pretty gruesome. Pretty, ugh. So, the whole time that this is going on, and what she's doing with this poor little baby, and it doesn't show the baby being hurt, but you are aware of what's going on. But the whole time it was going on, like, ugh. But anyway, so that's the first thing. And the Thompson is the oldest child. She's probably about 14, maybe 13. And then the next oldest child is a boy. But he, being stuck out there alone with just your family and starting to come into puberty and all this, he does sneak glances at his sister's chest, which later on in the movie, the witch entices him in the woods. But anyway, so the family is completely distraught. The mother can't get out of bed. She knows her baby's gone, and she knows that he's in hell because he wasn't baptized, and I think that's what really bothers her. They do a lot of praying, a lot of arguing. So the one night, the children overhear the parents talking about what a struggle everything is, and the son, I think his name's Caleb, I don't remember, but he decides to go out in the middle of the night and search for food, and Thomason catches him and demands to go out with him. So they're out in the woods, and they got their dog with them, and there's this weird rabbit that pops up every now and then. I assume that it's the witch. It's got these really big bug eyes. But so the dog chases this rabbit, and the boy chases the dog, and the girl gets knocked off the horse, and she gets knocked out. So then when she comes to, she goes home alone. And of course the family is completely distraught again because their son's missing. But meanwhile, he's out in the woods still trying to find this dog and find his way back. But the witch comes out again, and she entices him. So she knows what his weakness is. That goes back to him sneaking peeks at his sister's chest. So she knows what his weakness is, and she entices him. And they're back home. They're getting ready to go out and look for him. The father is, and he shows up completely naked. The boy does, completely naked and just weak and all this. So they bring him inside and try to get him well. And the mother's like, "This is the work of witchcraft." So, back then everybody was a witch if it wasn't completely normal. But there's a set of twins, a boy and a girl, that are just constantly running around singing these weird songs and annoying everyone. And at one point, Thomason tells them that she's a witch, and if they don't do what she says and they behave, then she's going to eat them up. And of course now they're petrified of her. And I'm babbling, aren't I? But anyway, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, there's a whole lot of praying, a whole lot of thick accents. Sometimes you feel it's going kind of slow, but wait till the end. It's worth it. Personally, I thought there could have been more scenes with the witch. She just comes in periodically for a very small amount of time. But it's a good movie. It's good production. It's very good acting. Very good acting. That would be very difficult to do that dialogue and that accent. But I would give it probably, at first, I was thinking, this is kind of slow and boring. But at the end, I would probably give it a 3. It's a pretty good movie. It's a good movie for this time of year to watch. Don't let your kids watch it unless they're older teens. Just because of gruesome, I think mostly because of what happens to that poor baby. But, give it a good watch. Be patient with it. I think you'll enjoy it. So thanks for visiting Past the Popcorn, and see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night.